I'll be glad when Fat Joe stopped talking. I don't know what black person gave him an honorary black person card, but I need y'all to decline it because it's not clicking. It's clicking down. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Y'all, welcome to the King of Reeds video. I missed you all. It's been a long week, everything. Girl, probably when y'all watching this, I probably have arrived in Memphis, Tennessee, and y'all gonna be getting a good key because we gotta talk about a couple of things. We gotta get into some things, child. We got a lot to talk about. I miss you all. It's been a hectic week. For those who follow me on Patreon, girl, I've kind of updated you and let you know what's going on. Surprise, surprise, you'll find out soon what's been having me busy, girl. But so much has happened in the last week. So many conversations, so many things I want to talk about. Adele is back. She's talking about her album is coming out next month. And she's been doing, magazine shoots. She did she was on the cover of Vogue, British Vogue. And it started a big conversation about her and her body. I am going to definitely do a standalone video for that because I'm getting a little bit uncomfortable with not just how people are talking about Adele, but how now the industry is, talking about her body without necessarily saying it, how she's being shot and how she's being photographed versus how she was being photographed when she was fatter. And there's so many things to talk about. It's just that has really been like sticking to me a lot, so I will be covering that when I get my spirit together. Probably be sometime next week, or probably like before I put it out, probably be on Patreon first. Also, y'all fave, she out here, basically agreeing with a white woman doing blackfish. It doesn't surprise me. I already did a video drag. I hope y'all see it. Hope y'all let you know. It's just ridiculous. Y'all sister's down bad. She trying to pick up the pieces now, talking about all the rap girls I eaten, all of them, love all of them. Now she's doing Instagram lives with Santana. It's giving damage control. It's giving very much damage control. Then we got to talk about what's going on at Howard University. The students are rebelling and they were protesting as they should. Point blank, period. All of my energy is with them because after seeing some of the conversations and stuff about what's going on, I don't blame them. Also, y'all fave Giveon, baby getting ate up for being nothing ass man. Girl, they eat him up. I mean, it kind of seems as though him and Justin Scott have broken up. And he was, after, some tea came out of him apparently being in some girl's DMs and talking and flirting with her and saying she was the one girl. She the one, put your finger in, you the one girl. And that was why he was in a relationship. So, girl, that's a mess. Then the Wendy Williams show said, girl, you better without you, I'm better. Girl, they said, Wendy, if she don't get it together, the show must go on. So, so many things to talk about, even the Too Short situation, a couple other things. We're going to get into all of that, honey. But before we get into any of that, let's go ahead and get to this mental health check-in. Mental health check-in. I am trying to figure out things. I'm a little bit exhausted, very tired. It's been like an exhausting week. So much stuff going on behind the scenes that I'm working on. So that's where my mind is at right now. Currently, while y'all watching this, I'll be in Memphis, Tennessee, celebrating and supporting my friend and his fiance getting married this Friday. And then my father's birthday is Saturday. Ooh, it's just so much going on, girl. Like, my week has been busy. If it's not somebody's birthday week or birthday, it's this and that. I am exhausted because I'm also working overtime trying to work on this project behind the scenes, and it's just really taking me there through it. Like, girl, so y'all send me all the type of energy and all the other stuff. But I want to get this content out for y'all and get y'all to talking and stuff. So I'm, that's where I'm at, probably like a 5 to 6. But girl, I got an energy of a 10, so let's go ahead and get into the tea for today. The tea for today is, let's talk about Adele's return. Let me go ahead and give you all some insight of how I'm feeling about everything. Adele, covered she was on the cover of British Vogue. She looked amazing, she looked good, she's always been beautiful. As you can see that Adele has lost, a lot of weight. And now you are getting people to have a conversation about her in ways they were not talking about her at first. And people are trying to cover it up. Oh, she looks good. She looks damn good. But in truth, what people are saying is she looks better slimmer. She looks better thinner, because thinner is better. Point blank, period. I like, say what you can say what you want, but she's always been beautiful. Yes, she has always been beautiful. But she's getting even more eyes and even more praise with this weight loss. And you'll be a fool to act like it doesn't exist and it's not happening. Y'all always been praising. It's not been like that. I'm catching some tweets and some, posts where folks are saying she looks good. She lost weight. She looks good. Mama looks good. She's ready. And it's just once again a reminder that thin is where everyone wants to be. Thin is where it's supposed to be, and how we find fatness that's disgusting, reprehensible, disgusting, trash, ugly, undesirable, all of the things that associate with something not being good. And it's very taxing on fat folks like myself, mental health. I'm gonna be completely honest, when Facebook, you had the Facebook Whistleblower was talking about Facebook knowing that Instagram and how the content is on there, it affects teenagers and folks and their mental health and how they perceive their bodies and stuff. I am one of those. I'm not gonna say that I'm a teenager, but I definitely feel it. Like anytime, not even just Instagram, but also Twitter. Twitter has turned into a place where it used to be just tweets, words, but now it's just pictures. And now you have a lot of people who have literally built their followers off of being desirable, like being gym body, this and that thing, all of these things. And it's just like, now I have to see these folks with big followings, with trash politic getting retweeted and constantly posted on my time. Like, it's just really disgusting. I can't breathe on social media essentially sometimes. That's why I'm not finding it fun. And I've actually talked about this on Patreon a little bit. I'm gonna talk about it even more in depth. I'm not finding social media fun anymore because I just see how much the world hates fat folks. And being a fat, dark-skinned person, it's taxing on me. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. It's very taxing. I don't even see how I'm still here, to be honest. But just seeing how people are praising Adele's body and how they try not to praise it, but trying to praise it, it's very hurtful. And I think some people think it's funny and think it's what's like mama's giving, but it's just like, yes, well, if you say that Adele looks better than, what do you think? How do you think that makes a person feel who is fat? Somebody who is fatter than Adele, the size of Adele, a little bit smaller than Adele. How do you think fat folks feel with you saying stuff like that? And then it's just interesting how people talk about weight. You listen to people literally be sick, having stomach viruses or the flu or something, and lose weight in the process of being damn near on the verge of death. And then they celebrate, well, girl, I lost 10 pounds, so I look good. Y'all are sick. These folks are sick out here. So it's just once again, reminder that you will not amount to, no matter how good and how talented you are, you will never be able to hit that threshold of even more unless you are thin. It doesn't matter. You being talented doesn't have anything to do with it. It can only take you so far. You have to look like this. And that's just playing in my head over and over again, because I guarantee you, if I lose a lot of weight like Adele or transform my body something like that, or thinner or more, I guarantee you I'll be celebrated just like that. I guarantee you. And it's like, girl, I'm clicking down. So it's just that I love that she's, dropping some of the music and stuff. I love that she's coming back. I'm not a big Adele fan. Just cute music. The girls love it. I don't really listen to her like that, but I'm excited about what she's bringing in this new era. Some of the girls say it's not really no new music, to be honest. It's really the same stuff she's been doing for the last 10 years, but it's Adele, so we go up. Her being a thin white woman now that can't sing, that's just it. There's nowhere that she can't go now. The world is her oyster at this point. She is the world loves nothing more than a white woman who is thin. That's just, you can go back, that goes back centuries and stuff. Girl, it's so pervasive and stuff. It's ridiculous. So, girl, can't wait till the album comes out. I think it comes out in November something. I can't remember, girl. I guess I should be better with this. But it comes out in November. Are you excited about her return? What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Let's move on and talk about other music. Chloe performed on Jimmy Fallon this week, and she performed Have Mercy. And basically, the people are reacting just like I did talk about it in the Patreon VMAs review, where I kind of just said that it's not, the song is not, like, it's not giving what she be giving for it. So, you know, folks were kind of critiquing and just saying, hey, like, she doing too much, it's just da-da-da. And Chloe's response was, you know, girl, I'm known for doing too much. I'm like, Chloe, love you down, girl, love you so much, boo. But you need to listen to some of these folks who not kissing your ass. Because, you know, we want you to be able to give it, but it's not giving, girl. Like, the performance, it's just all over the place. It's not fine-tuned. Like, you know, it's just not fine-tuned. You know, you saying that you do too much. It's not to do too much where you done came and shook the girls up. It's doing too much that it's looking kind of sloppy. It's just not looking to the T, and that's all that we're saying. We're not saying that you're a bad artist. You got time to develop and do that, but we don't want you to keep thinking that you can keep doing this and it's not giving. The song is not giving what you're trying to give to it. It's not a good song for that, and it just doesn't look good. I said that at the VMAs, the girls ate it up. It was like, yes, da 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 da. The same stuff that she did to Jimmy Fallon was the same stuff she did at the VMAs, and I literally told folks, I was like, that performance was not that good, girl. It was cute, but it wasn't. It was just kind of all over the place. It just doesn't fit. People argue me down, saying now folks are starting to see it. But you girls are following on Patreon, y'all know what I was talking about. Period. So that's set in the music. You know, I think I might just tackle over to Miss Jessie Nelson, who is getting her ass ate up as she should for blackfishing in her new music video, where we got a black woman who's rapping, who just wants some type of shine, who literally is down bad right now, and hopped on the song. And what's funny about this is Nicki Minaj prides herself in not wanting to be one of those people that's just hopping on songs and stuff and blah, blah, blah. You don't want hopping on remixes. Baby, I holler when Cardi said in that video. You don't want to hop on a remix. But, you know, Nicki's on this song with this girl. Like, she's on this song with this girl, and Jessie was getting ate up for blackfishing. And even her former group from Little Mix said, like, unfollow her because it's like, girl, this video is not giving. Like, you got a video that's supposed to be bad, supposed to be this, you know, whatever, aesthetic, and then you got black guys in a music video dancing and stuff, and it's just too much. It's just too much. And then you got Nicki rapping and just kind of just, you know, signing off on it, like putting her blackness, literally dabbing her neck with blood and signing a contract and saying, yes, this is blackness. And it's disgusting. I did a whole video about it on Patreon, did a video about it on YouTube too, check it out. But it just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. That is textbook blackfishing. Like, that's something we've been talking about for the longest. Look it up. Like, a lot of white women have been doing it and making plenty and bukus of money that black women won't be able to touch with their culture. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, you know, Nicki Minaj was all on Instagram defending this stuff. Not really surprising. She addressed everything except her husband's situation, which doesn't make any sense to me. Moving on. Also, we're talking about blackfishing. Let's bring it on back and talk about this this recent re-entrance of conversation about Too Short and what he was saying while he was talking to our girl Saweetie. So Saweetie, and I don't want Saweetie to bear responsibility for a black male like rapper who is known, who's been in this stuff, in the Bay Area and doing all this and running stuff for so many years and do whatever. Like, say this trash up. Like, Saweetie is not responsible for it, but I do have to press a little bit like that. It is some of y'all job with privilege and accent that y'all have to kind of challenge these men a little bit. Like, no, Saweetie shouldn't have dragged him a little bit, but she should have, you know, after what, she should have came out and said something after that. Like, I'm not going to hold her responsible for Too Short when he said it is trash, but we got to push back on that. We have to push back on stuff like that because, you know, that shit is harmful. Like, you know, and to be honest, you know, I was on Instagram and one of my favorite Instagram accounts made a good point. The Darkest Hue, check them out on Instagram. I've talked about them a couple of times. They said that, you know, they were just having a conversation about a lot of mixed, light-skinned women actually love when men praise them and say, "Yo, you're beautiful," and you know, like you look way better than these dark-skinned girls. Some of them do. Some of them do. I've seen it, I've heard it. Like, I'm not saying all of them, but it's all of our jobs to use our privilege, our access to push back on stuff like that. So y'all, we can't be allowing like folks to say stuff like that and not hold them accountable. And honestly, Too Short was very comfortable saying that with no type of no guardrails, no nothing, just like, oh, like, cause he's been saying shit like that. He's been saying stuff like that. It's the same thing as with Nicki Minaj saying that, oh, you know, black women be wearing blonde hair, and are they trying to be like, it's the same thing. Like, she felt very comfortable saying that stupid shit. Same thing as Tina Knowles being comfortable saying the stupid shit that she be saying. These celebrities be saying stupid shit and nobody holds them accountable. Nobody's saying anything. Then you got these celebrities want to talk about cancel culture when y'all have been literally saying dumb stuff for the longest, and then the moment somebody critiques y'all and call y'all out about it, y'all don't like because y'all are so used to being praised. It's sick. So Too Short kind of got on Instagram, kind of apologized about it, and it's not giving an apology for me because when you apologize, you own up to your behavior, and Too Short didn't do that. Kind of focused the blame on somebody else and kind of just said it was kind of dismissive and said that stuff doesn't exist in the bank. So girl, colorism is very live. It's very, you know, prevalent. It's everywhere. Like, it's everywhere. You can take a look and you can see it. You can see it all in the industry. You can see it with all of these things, the movies, the music videos, the artists and stuff who's getting played, especially black women artists and stuff, and black women actresses and stuff. Like, girl, it is very much there. It's been in our sitcoms. You know, look at how light-skinned women were portrayed on these sitcoms, these black sitcoms versus dark-skinned women. Look at how Pam was treated on there. Pam was called every animal and everything by another dark-skinned man. And Gina was never called any of that. Gina was actually very soft, very cute, and all the other stuff. And you know, when she played dumb stuff, it was kind of playful. But Pam was quick-witted, all that stuff, and still got compared to animals. So colorism is very alive. And we have to have a conversation about it if we want a better world for our kids. Because I don't want to hear or see any more videos of dark-skinned girls getting their hair braided by their mothers and them talking about how much they hate their skin tone. Because I was that child at one point, and sometimes I feel like I'm still that child right now, as an adult, feeling like that my skin is not as beautiful as a lighter person. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So yes, you know, we get tired of talking about colorism, but girl, she's a thing and we need to continue to address it, period. So girl, I told y'all this video was gonna probably be long, girl, so we're gonna move on to part 2. Check out part 2 of the video, and I'll talk y'all soon.